seaside. I had to get me woolly socks out this morning. Oh, I don't know what temperature it is, but I'm not in my shorts. Those days are over. Jeans. I wear jeans mostly these days. When I was trucking, I was always in shorts. Always wore shorts. -13 was the coldest I was in. I did a trailer change at about 4 in the morning. -13 outside. There's me in a shorts and short sleeve t-shirt. Oh, I must have been hard back then. Become a bit of a pansy now. Got my woolly socks on. I had to dig them out from under the bed. They're clean, like they were just in a, you know, we got one of them lift up beds, all storage, and just to get that cleared. We weren't kicking about for ages. So, yeah, going up the unit now. I'm going to get out the back well, I've got to get that bloody washing machine out the back, really. I don't want to because it's kin heavy. I need to, because I need space, because I'm going out to Linda's then to collect the treadmill that I couldn't collect last night because I didn't have room. Sure, he flashed his lights at me when there's a car coming, mate. Flash me out, but I can't go that fast. So I woke up this morning, there's a little cheeky offer for the old-fashioned aluminium stovetop kettles. You know, it's not electric or anything, it's just aluminium. Quite a nice shape to it. You can get quite a bit of water in it. It's a fair size. And I had it up for 30 quid, sold it for 25. It's only been up a couple of weeks. In fact, I don't even think it's been up a week. I think I only listed it I might have only just listed it. Can't remember when I'd have a check. It's been up less than a week. So that was alright. It's a good way to start the day. I can hear people going, I wouldn't get out of bed for 25 quid. Well, no, but nor would I. That's an accumulation of 25 quid, isn't it? It's all little bits, all add up. Before you know it, you're 400-500 quid down the line. Thank you very much. Oh my god, bang. Ugh. Big hole. So, on the Transit, which I just think is absolutely brilliant, it's got a heated front screen. I love it. But I'll tell you what a real game changer is. I thought heated seats were a game changer in the Range Rover. Well, we had them in the, what did we have them in? We had them in the Merc as well, which was nice. And I've had them before. I had them in an old Cavalier, to be totally honest with you. You know, they've been around for quite a while. I had black leather seats in a Cavalier SRI. And seats were bloody freezing when you got into them in the winter, when I was suited and booted, you know. Thin trousers, cotton shirt, freezing. Heated seats made the difference. But in the Range Rover we've got, this is one step up, heated steering wheel. Now that, it really is a game changer. That makes your fingers roast, because that's usually, apart from your feet, is the last thing that warms up in the car, isn't it? You have to hold on to a bloody cold bit of steering wheel, and it's cold. Not when it's heated in. Oh my word, that is lovely. Trouble is, I'm not in the Range Rover, I'm in a bloody... Go on in, if you're going to get fucking wag, give you a wag, you dopey old git. Tractor boy. If you're going to turn off, don't fanny about. So we're going out the unit now, on roads that are well travelled by your good selves. And we're going to go out to Linda's. I'll probably put you on then. And we're going to go out to Linda's, pick up this... the way I found it last night, it's quite funny. I asked for directions and he said, yeah, it's X amount of houses after the Ferrari garage. Well, I counted X amount of houses and I reckon I was about, like, if he said 4, I was like 12 to 15 houses down the road, and I thought, hey, this is getting ridiculous, I can't even count what the houses are. So I pulled over, I thought, I'm going to stop here, walk back and see if I can find it. So I stopped outside this house, pulled up, put my 4 ways on, got out, and there it was. I was right outside the right house. It definitely wasn't, you know, a couple of houses down. Yeah, nice bloke. We had a good chat. He was he worked in health and safety, and he was a little perturbed at how I managed to get a washing machine in on my own. Get over. I don't even think by the time I get down to my unit that the engine's going to have warmed up. Only just warmed up yesterday. And I've not even moved off the bottom line yet. It's looking pretty though, isn't it? Can't see a bloody thing. It's looking pretty. Right, I'll speak to you all later on. Beautiful morning. We've stripped out a washing machine. Tested. I picked up a washing machine as well. Where I picked up from where I'm going today, going back. Picked up a washing machine and a tumble dryer. And the guy said, yeah, I've been sat in the garage for a couple of years, both working perfectly. Well, the washing machine I was a bit iffy about, and I can't properly test it anyway, so I just scrapped that out. And then I thought I'd plug the tumble dryer in, see if it heats up and everything, see what it does. So it does that. Heats up, but cuts out after about 10 minutes and just stops. So it's got a really short cycle, and that's no good. So I can't be asked to, I haven't got the space or the time to start fixing stuff and spending money on parts for getting it's just not cost effective for me to do that. So unfortunately that's being stripped out as well. When I get back I'm going to go, and I've made room in the back now, and the woolly socks aren't keeping my feet warm, so I think that gives you an idea of how bloody cold it is. They're pretty rubbish actually. So when I get home I'll be changing them. I can feel my feet being hot and sweaty, now they're damp. We're going to go left here, same way as the bus. Never used to call it the 120. So this is Sway. Top end of Sway, going out on Brighton Road. Across the forest should be a nice little run. And I'm going home and I'm going to get some I haven't had breakfast yet. There we go, out in the forest. two ways I can go here. I can either go through Brock or I can go left and I think to the right here. I think right. I think. What's this signpost say down here? I think it's 6.5 a dozen, whichever way you go. We'll go to Brockenhurst, really. Let's go this way. Don't think it makes a great deal of difference, to be honest. Yeah, lazy dog. Or someone a bit precious. I don't want to get the dog prickly feet. Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful, beautiful. But flat. So I suppose the snow tomorrow. Don't know. Christ, there's a big truck coming. Give him some room. Obviously, having been a truck driver myself, I know what it's like coming along roads like this and people not giving you any space. So, quite happy to slow down and stop if necessary to give him a bit of room so he can push on through. His time is a bit more measured than mine is these days. I've been gritting heavily round here. The trouble with one of the downsides to the roads being gritted is the amount of salt that goes down, and horses like to lick salt, so they like to go out in the middle of the night and lick the bloody roads, like road lickers, which isn't very good when you get the local hooligans driving through the forest at 50-60 mile an hour and all of a sudden hurtling into a herd of horses, or herd of horses, not a herd of horses, or horse of horses. A herd of horses all having a good old lick of the road. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that the van might start heating up in a minute. I could do with some heat on my feet. So I'm just going to go straight out to the main road now. I'm not going to go through Brock. I'll take you through Brockenhurst and I'll turn you off. Another cattle grid to go over down here, then we're outside the forest momentarily. I say outside the forest, it's we're outside where the animals roam freely. Horses over there to me right. Pub over there called the Philly Inn. It used to be, it changed ownership, and prior to them changing ownership, they did fantastic food. And then when the new owners got there, it was absolute shite. Come on, where are you guys going? It was absolute shite. And I think it's changed hands again, and then we went in again, and it wasn't that much better. It was alright, but it wasn't like it used to be, so we haven't been back in again. It's a bit of a shame, really. It might be totally different again now. That's the trouble, isn't it? You know, you never know. But the thing is, you go there once or twice and you've had a bit of a, it was all right. But there's so much other choice to go. There's so many other places you can go to that you know you get one shot at making a good impression, don't you? That's life in general, really. You get one shot, and then if they don't like you, then tough. Unless you're like a stalker, and then you stalk someone, and then, well, if they don't like you, just murder them. If you know, you could be like that, I suppose. But that's a bit excessive, isn't it? That's a bit excessive. Watch out, blue lights. About to drop into the edge of Brockenhurst. We don't go through the town. It's like a side well, not side road, it's the main road between Leamington and Brockenhurst. Go over the railway line, past Brock College. Didn't sleep too bad last night. Had some weird dreams though. They involved extreme amounts of violence on my part. So if anyone's a dream analyst, what do you make out of that? Come on in if you're coming. Is the truck going? The truck's going. So I don't know where he thought he was going to go to. Go. Oh, my toes are cold. Can't quite fathom out why they're so cold. Where's he going there? He's going round. Manor. I went to a mate's wedding there once, and I was driving that day, so I elected to drive, which I often do. I don't need to have a drink, and I think I had a soda water and blackcurrant, or soda water and lime. And it was actually more expensive than a pint of Foster's. So I went, oh, hang on a minute. How much is that? And they went, you know, like £6.75 or whatever it was. I said, how much is a pint of Foster's? And they went, oh, like £5. Explain this to me. And they couldn't, obviously, because they couldn't. I said, any chance you could get a manager here? I got the manager out. I said, look, what's going on here? I said, I don't mind paying a fair price, but I ain't paying £7 or £6.75 or something for a pint of soda water and lime. And he said, well, that's how it is. And I said, well, how can you justify that? And he said, well, that's the prices we set. I said, you're robbing us. You're absolutely... Well, I said, being an elected driver for the day and having to pay more for a soft drink than I do for a pint, I think is just absolutely criminal. Just regardless of, you know, where do you get this soda lime? Is it made by, you know, by virgins on the top of a fucking hill somewhere, scantily clad, and they put the caps on between their thighs. I mean, what's the score with this? He had no answers. Needless to say, I didn't drink any more soda and lime. It annoyed me immensely. Yeah, won't be going back in there either. Actually, I didn't think much of the grub, to be honest with you, considering it's quite a posh hotel and it was someone's wedding. It was yeah, I was still hungry afterwards. Unfortunately, he's no longer with me. Long story. Didn't really involve me, but I ended up getting caught in the crossfire a little bit, and yeah. Right, Lyndhurst. May as well get you on. You can see it in daylight. We've got to go down the high street, and you had to do that because it's a one-way system. There's a little pub down here on the right. I don't know whether you get a chance to see it. It's down here. Crown and Stirrup. Never been in there. Looks a cosy little pub. Bloody road here, look. So over to me right, this is the back end of the loop, I suppose, but the house I'm going to is just actually round there. But I've got to go all the way around the one-way system to get to it. Bit of traffic. You ought to see this in the summer. Oh my god! You start queuing from way back as you up by where that pub was. You can be queuing from there sometimes just to get round. It's a right bottleneck. Bank holiday weekends, it's all totally. Look at that size of that hole. Oh, that's still got it. Well, hopefully I can spot this house in daylight. I did it last night in the dark. Well, that was by accident. So the plan is after this, go home, sort myself out, get something to eat, and then change my socks. These are rubbish. Get into the one-way system. Top of town. The Crown, been in there. Some nice antique shops down here. This one on the end's quite good. We bought a few bits out of there before. Some nice little shops, all like nice little independent shops. Somebody playing something back there, saxophone or something. It's a nice little, the forage, or forage, forage. That's nice cafe place. Quite expensive, but food's nice. The Stag, that does good food. It's really good food. Alright, I've got to get into this lane and then it's down here. It's just there. Right. Speak to you all in a bit. So just to give you the full experience of Lyndhurst. Just carrying on round the one-way system. I picked up the treadmill, heavy old bit of kit. I won't be selling it. It just they take up too much room. There's the trouble with exercise equipment. It takes up too much room. So I'll strip it out because I suspect the ones I've done before have had half decent motor and a bit of cable, not a lot, and fair amount of extruded aluminium. So this is, I went back up that road to the right there, sorry, I went back up that road to the right, and this is like off to the left here now. So this brings me out on the Lyndhurst Christchurch Road. So back across the forest again, nice little run. Leave you on for a few minutes, see how we go. Claysmore School, they're out of our way, they're at Ewanminster, near Blandford. When I was a nipper, I used to work down there in the kitchens. There was a whole load of us. We used to have a right laugh, and they paid really good money as well. There was a cracking hourly rate. We used to make shed loads of money because we used to do long shift. So all that rubbish that's not rubbish in there, is it? It looks like it is. We used to do really long shifts in there, like you'd start at 6 in the morning and you'd go on until like 2:30. Oh, say long shifts, it was 8-hour shifts. And then sometimes you'd start at 6 in the morning, and then what you'd do is you'd run all the way through and do the evening shift as well, if you wanted, if you could get it. And we used to have a right laugh. What are you braking for, you knobber? We used to have a cracking time. It was always like, you know, old mates, we all went to school together, we all got jobs down there. And it was my mate's dad who was the bursar at the time, so we sort of got away with quite a bit as well. And it was just really good fun, really enjoyed it. I mean, the job was just washing up, big industrial, load up the dishwashers, chuck them through the cycle, pull them out the other end. It wasn't difficult at all. Christ, he nearly had his wing mirror off. It wasn't difficult work, but like I say, we used to get paid really well. It was good money for a 14-year-old, you know. I started when I was 13 down there. So I did a couple of years down there. It was just really good. We used to look forward to going because we knew we were going to have a laugh. I used to work with my mate Anthony. We used to have it was just mucking around all the time. It was really good fun. And then every now and again you get phone, oh, can you do an evening shift? Yeah, bloody right, I can. Go down there on an evening. And just, well, it was just good fun. And like I said, really good money. You know, as kids, we were rich. For those of us that worked down there, it's sort of like the in place to be. And always had money in my pocket as a nipper. Oh, blimey, come on, mate. £40 miles an hour. It's a 60 mile an hour limit along here, fella. Well, my body's hot and my feet are still cold. Bizarrely. Well, maybe not bizarre. So yeah, this is going through the forest on the way to Christchurch. Before we get to Christchurch, I hang a left. Depending on which way he's going, I might actually turn left here. Take you through Rhineford because it's really nice. I need to get on today. Straight on, straight on. So fairly productive morning so far. Oh, where's he going? He's turning right. Good. He's going. So turn right here, and that takes you down to Burley, where all the witches are. We've been there through there quite a few times. Go on in. There we go. He's clearly in no rush at all. Hopefully you can see all this alright. This is the road we came down last night in the dark. This is all that you couldn't see, so actually it's quite nice that you can see it all in daylight. Yeah, we did this exact journey last night in the last video, which had been last night. Don't have to look out for deer so much at this time of day. They tend to keep themselves to themselves. Every now and again you'll spot one lurking about. They tend to lurk. Someone else dawdling. Really want to overtake, but we're gonna. Shows how slow they're going. What is the point of going that slow? I mean, they're not even doing 40, 45 mile an hour. I'm only doing 55. No, that was on overtaking. You know what I mean? There's just no need for it. I don't know what they think they're causing more problems. Down here, you've got the council workers. What are they doing? I know. Cut the trees back. I know it might seem a bit brutal, but it does. The problem you got again is the amount of deers that jump over and then lurk in the sides and then just spring out on you. Whereas if the hedges are cut back a bit, it sort of opens it up and you can see more. You can see those deers rather than them being like this, right in the course and just jumping out. You got no chance of stopping. It's just like, you know, and you really don't want to be hitting 200 odd kilos or 150 kilos worth of deer coming through your windscreen. That is not going to make for a good night out. Beans on toast today. I had the Vindaloo version last night and yesterday afternoon for lunch, so I'll see what flavour I can have today. always tired. Going to be turning into the sun in a second or two, so I'll leave it here, and that's my morning so far. If I go back to the unit, I'll show you what I got on board, if I remember. If not, tomorrow's another day, and we'll see what that brings us. So until then, have a fantastic day, enjoy the sunshine. Batten the hatches. It looks like it might get a bit snowy. Not down here. We're still tropical down here. It's Bournemouth, remember? You know, we just wear, you know, Hawaiian shirts all the time and sandals. Apart from the day. You see anything? I can't. Right, I'll speak to you all later. 4:45, still light. Well, lightish. I've just said no, I'm eating jelly babies. Two gas bottles. Neither of them will fit on the connector that I've got in the unit. So I've got to the caravan. I've got a calico, I've got a propane one kicking about in there. I need one for a patio gas bottle. Yeah, man. Could do a gallon of scrap yarn tomorrow. Fill up. Two washing machines, big double gas, big gas cooker, and a tumble dryer which I just can't get into. It's one of those ones with a solid plastic bottom, and they're just a fucking nightmare. By the time we've spent half an hour, it's just not worth mucking around with. So I gave up on that. Not even going to attempt it. There's not even any screws to get it like moulded in. It's just virtually impossible. And the manufacturers, they do this to make it difficult, don't they? You know. Is that somebody walking, or is that somebody? Is that a horse? What is it? It's somebody walking. Yeah. Ah, now they decide to get off the road. Thank you. They could have done that a lot earlier, didn't they? Brought me to a stop. Yeah, pedestrians, eh? I want to go home full out. If the weather does turn tomorrow, I've got a load of stuff, and my lights have turned up. which might be okay. I'll try them out later, see what it's like in the dark. Yeah, I bought some lights, LED lights, and they were cheap, and I should have known better, you know, but they might work alright. We'll have a look. I think I might try it. I'm sure I've got a couple of TVs kicking about. And if you take off the front plastic screen, you're left with a white screen. Now, the lights still work, it's just the LED bit, it's just the LCD bit that buggers up. If the lights still work, then I might, yeah, it's worth having a go. I generally strip TVs down if I get them. I try not to get them, but if I, you know, I'll never turn one away if it crosses my path. Well, my feet were a bit warmer this afternoon because I was moving about. It was only the last hour I sat down and did a load of plugs. Did a bit of plugging. Plug-in just for the brass. Surprising how quickly it adds up. I've got another 3 big boxes of plugs to go through to strip the brass out of, yeah. So yeah, that's the end of another day. It's Tuesday today. Another day closer to Crackerjack Day. I haven't checked to see if we've had any more sales. Don't know. And yeah, tomorrow I'm going to work from home. I'm just going to list. A load of listing to do. A load of clothes that's going to be done tomorrow. So yeah, I haven't done clothes in ages. Ages and ages. Used to sell a lot of it. An awful lot of clothes. What I like about clothes is it's quite easy to pack. So anyway, I'm nearly home. So yeah, another day. I forgot to show you what was in the back. If it's if the weather's okay tomorrow, I'll stick it and show you just quickly what's in there before I hoof it out the scrapyard. Try and remember, like. But see if I can get down the scrapyard first thing, actually. I can be down there for just after 8 o'clock, and it's not supposed to start sleety snowing until 9-10 o'clock, I don't think. But even then, it's down here, isn't it? You know, the rest of the country you could be 4 foot deep. Down here, get a light dusting. So hopefully you're not all snowed in. Because we're certainly not. It's cold, you know, it is freezing. I don't think it's got above freezing today. It's still ice about. But yeah, hope you're alright, hope you keep warm. keep it sensible. And I'll speak to you all, probably. Maybe not tomorrow, who knows, I don't know. I'll speak to you later.